down ranking heals, so Lil Zui gets a down ranked heal there to preserve the mana. Let's see if I can share any of these quests. Maraudon, that can't be shared. Share, and that can't be shared. There we go. So I shared what can be shared. So at the moment, I'm having to manually buff Lil Zui and Mal, because for some reason my Healbot UI isn't allowing me to select a different buff for the tank to the other melee. So Salvation on Lil, as requested by the tank, and Might on Mal. Body die. So I'm dropping a Judgment of Light on these so the melees can heal a little bit from themselves. I was trying to find an example of them healing then, but it didn't come to fruition. So I've started the local recording now, so we are going to put this up on YouTube from this point forward. So this is a Maraudon run as a Holy Paladin. Full Holy spec. So deep Holy spec into Holy Shock with the cookie cutter way of doing it down through the ranking. Improved Blessing of Wisdom, Illumination into your Divine Favor, etc. Protection has the other points there into improved Devotion Aura. Some hit mostly for leveling, and I've gone for Guardian's Favor as my next ability, just to give me extra cooldown or less cooldowns on my talents. There. Hey, how are you doing, bro? So yeah, so we've gone with the Guardian's Favor talent. Brings down the Blessing of Protection by 120 seconds and the Blessing of Freedom by 6 seconds. So some minor upgrades to that. Gear-wise, as is the way with Paladins, lots of Intellect I've gone for, and Spell Power are my main two stats. If Spirit's on there, bonus. If not the end of the world. Some low-ranking gear that I need to get upgraded. Some completely inappropriate gear that I need to get replaced. I have got a good shield though. My shield's banging. I got that from here last time. And the Hand of Righteousness is the old Scarlet Monastery healing mace, so maybe an upgrade there. Trinket upgrades would be appreciated because I've got Carrot on a Stick, which is a mounted movement speed increase, and 6 Demon Bag, which is a little DPS cooldown. So one upgrade there, and we would like an upgrade to Seal of Rin. We'd like an upgrade maybe to the feet, which are currently Sandals of Insurgent, so a leather sandals with lots of spirits are not the greatest. They're pretty good, but they are cloth. A lot of the spell power gear ends up being cloth. That is where we're starting to get some cool upgrades now. We're getting the Lightforge set, yes please, and the Dreamweave, some of the Dreamweave stuff, obviously because it's got lots of spell power. Which I keep calling it spell power, that's the retail way of doing it. Increases the healing and damage done by your spells and abilities. So it makes me heal a bit better. And the basic premise then is Flash of Light, and down ranking uses Keen Bindings. So I down rank the spell to do a lower ranked version of the spell, which costs less mana. And the more spell power you get, the lower the ranks you can use, and that's how you preserve mana as a Holy Paladin. So for example, shift left click drops me down a ranked Flash of Light, and a straight left click gives me a full power Flash of Light. So yeah, that's the basic premise of what we're up to on this character. Like I say, we're going in a full Maraudon run with quests. So I will try and talk about some of the mechanics of bosses as we get to them. So we all 3 minors, so I'll go third. 1, 2, and last in line. If there's 3 nodes, is there going to be 3 nodes? Yes, the 3rd node for little old Luminous here. I might sometimes get a 4th node, and I might sometimes not get a node if there's only 2. So, no problemo. And welcome to everybody in the stream. Thank you for hanging. And if you're watching on YouTube, this is going to be on the Landro Gaming channel, and we will look to get a lot more use out of that as we tweak the hub to be able to do much more gaming streams from the new location. Well, from the old location technically, but And we'll also be able to do some box breaks, some various other bits and bobs. So what I'm doing at the moment, I'm using the indicator on my heal bot. When Frill and Odama lose their buffs, I know Mal and Lil's Wee's going to need rebuffing, and mine should come up any second. So when my UI goes red, it means I'm missing my buff. Do a down-ranked flash of light. It crit, so didn't actually save any mana technically that time. I've got the ability... where is it? Illumination. After getting a critical effect from your flash of light, holy light, or holy shock, gives you 100% of your mana back. So whenever you see a crit, and then the crit is when the number healed sort of jumps to be a bit larger. That means I've got all that mana back afterwards. It's worth remembering you need the mana to cast a spell in the first place, and then it's kind of rebated, rather than if you click Divine Favor, which gives you 100% crit chance, you can't cast a spell if you haven't got the mana. So it's a little nuance to it. It's very seldom that becomes relevant. But so I was leveling yesterday actually up in the Plague Lands, and I needed to do a spell when I was out of mana, and I couldn't actually cast it. I was like, ooh, that's interesting. I'll use my bags. Chain lightning. Of course it was a chain lightning when there's only one mob pulls. So this is such a cool trinket. 6 demon bag does one of 6, I'm assuming, different potential spells. The best one is summoning in a Felgard to be beside you for about 30 seconds. Because people think, how the hell did you get a Felgard? It can do like Fireball. I think it can Polymorph. It could do a Chain Lightning, which is what it did then. It's really cool. But it's not that great. Don't get tapped out, leave some floating. Shut up, you. So what I tend to do with my Divine Favor is I will use it, if the dungeon's going very quickly and the group's moving very fast, I'll use it as a as just a mana management tool. But for the most part, I will only try and use that with a Holy Light. So use that full rank Holy Light, all the mana back. It's probably about a 2,000 heal at that point. That costs you nothing, so it's a great spell to use in synergy. Spirit of Gek. Now I'm so glad these guys are on Discord, by the way. I haven't joined them purely because I haven't got. Oh, we're streaming, obviously. But the fact that Mal kind of seems to know where he's going is quite useful, because this place is an absolute maze. Can someone give me a different layer, Hishka? Once again, for those of you that don't know, I lost my 29 druid to being layered when I got a group invite to do some wetland elite quests. I was in a cave in the catacombs of Darkshire, just chilling, clearing the mobs, cleared my exit route. I accepted the group invite, not thinking. It respawned all the mobs around me. So all these mobs sort of spawned back, let's say. And I wasn't really thinking straight. I just assumed they were a hyper spawn. So I tried to leg it out of the cave. And when I went around the corner, everything had respawned there as well. So yeah. 77 mobs got me. And I was playing so cautiously. It was on a self-found druid. It took me ages to level to where I was. It's a very slow process, self-found, but very rewarding. I will do another. I've got a hunter prepped, ready to go. So my Sunday streams for a while will be streams of the self-found hunter. So a couple of rank down spells, and then a full spell on Mal. Excellente. I've lost my food buff, but I'm going to hold fire on that purely because I don't really need the food buff until we get back to the harder content. This is very straightforward and easy. 1. I'll use 1 mithril tick. You guys can use the rest if you want to. So I could really do with another coffee right about now. But this is going to be 2 hours of now constant dungeon in with these guys. So you can see these guys are going to get red now, which means it's time to rebuff everybody. And we're just about to enter the dungeon. I'll do a rebuff when we're in here. Oh, I got the wrong one on little Zui there. He got the Blessing of Might. I was trying to rush. Welcome to the dungeon. So now we're in like instanced own little area. Nobody else in here now, just us. And all the mobs that we have to eliminate to succeed. So Lil Zui and Mal. And we are ready to go. No, I'll save my food buff for a little bit later. I did get another food buff off somebody as well. Oh, it's weak water. Yeah, it will do. Somebody gave me some spider sausage. So what I'll do is I'll eat the apple now and we'll use the spider sausage later. Tank making macro. Right, I'll go get my coffee very quickly. Was stuck on a cleaning cycle. I thought it was making my coffee, it was doing a cleaning cycle. So Mal Might. Millswee Salvation. And I, myself, am Wisdom. Oh, I could be buffing his pet as well, I guess, here. So yeah, healer with coffee. Everybody's happy now. Do a ranked down heal. Swag. Oh, I remember this bit. There's like a million dispels. Ugh, a V. Remember not to jump under bridges. Get the aggro and pull everything. I got a feeling there's like stealth mobs up here. I could be wrong. Just got this feeling. Yep. Thought there was. I got a feeling that tonight you're gonna get, what is it? Patrius Shadow Stabbed. I better heal. Singing songs should be healing. Hey, hey, hey. There's another stealth mob by here, I'm sure of it. I'm gonna do a holy light. You can see that how big the holy lights are. I don't really like being in melee. Let's get out of there, Kavan. Just on the off chance that they have a kick or something. There's dispel, dispel. The fourth gem of Khan. I can't carry any more of those. Apparently I've got all these things. I obviously just haven't handed in the quest. I do. And one missing though. Huh. So if that's the fourth, I guess there's one. I guess there's one more. Kevin, you're a genius. That was weird. I couldn't line of sight then. I had to take another slight step to the left. Oh. So something was giving me line of sight. Wow. That's a serious amount of debuffs on Mal then. So I will have a little drink after this. It's quite taxing spam dispelling. So I'll have a little drink, see? Get some of that mana back as the Putridist Shadowstalker enters the battle. Putridist. I keep getting tongue-tied saying that name. Don't ask me why. Okay, I'll do. Pretty much got me mana back. I've actually got a divine favour, so I'll use that at the start here. A couple of crits in a row is nice because it doesn't use the mana, or it refunds the mana, I should say. Rebates, gives me the mana rebate. Mal with the might, and Lil Sui with the salve. May as well get a drink as we enter combat, so I can start the first heal at pretty much full health. Full mana, sorry, not health. I did, you know, the thing I didn't realise he was stunned. Rooted there. The thing I'm not a huge fan of is underground zones. Is the camera keeps getting caught on stuff. Like, I just keep seeing stuff that I don't really want to see. Like the back of a tree. So big heal into Dispel. And again, as we go into combat here, I will get a drink. Oh, another Shadow Stalker. And again, one of the big things with healers, when you're in the dungeon, my mindset, alarm bells if you're below 75% health. 75% mana in terms of a pull. Because I like to be prepped, especially in hardcore, this is prevalent. Prepped, ready to do healing. Oh, looted, I was drinking then. Healing as if things can go wrong. Like, I don't want to be going in with 50% mana thinking, I'll be alright, this mob's only one mob, and then a Shadow Stalker spawn, and this spawn, and we accidentally pull this. I want to think of worst case scenarios. It's my mindset as a healer, and that's how I heal as well. For the most part, you'll see me healing with the mindset of people are not dropping below 75% health. If they are, I'm you know, alert. Because outside of when I'm doing my Divine Favor Holy Light spell, which is a little bit different, because I know there's a big healing coming, I want to anticipate that something might happen that will stop me healing for a period of time. And in that case, you want to make sure that that person that is relying on your heal isn't in danger. Because if they're in danger, because I've got like a kick and I've let them get to 40% before realizing I'm going to get... You're gonna get deaths. And we don't want that. Especially in hardcore. We don't want to go back to Elwyn Forest every 5 minutes. And again, wait for the combat. There's a little trick there, so you can stay a little bit out of combat. Wait for everyone else to go in. As a healer, there's a little bit of lag at the start of most combats before you have to heal. It's not always the way, but most of the time. And in that scenario, obviously, you wait for them to engage. So I'll try and show you here. You wait for them to engage. I can still drink, I can still drink, I can still drink, I can still drink. So you've got that option to drink before you need to get a spell off. So if you wanted to play optimally from a speed perspective, that's a good way to do it. Is to drink as a combat pull is made, so that you can let everybody get their aggro, and then you can heal back up. Another little advantage of doing it that way around is obviously you get the benefit of the threat element. So your tank has got threat before you cast a heal. So by drinking when... Oh, it's 2 there. That was tasty. We'll stun one. Yeah. It means you're less likely to get aggro. So I don't really need to drink now because I'm going to get a couple of ticks of my regen anyway. What I will do is I will drop a Seal of Light on this boss as we run in, because that will enable me to give a bit of free healing to the melee just from having the Seal of Light active. So as long as we pull in the next 17 seconds, I'm happy. There we go. So Mal's running in, charge, stealth ads, drop that, get back out, full heal. Dispel straight away. Pop some easy heals on. Pop back into melee very, very briefly. Oh, Adama's got some threat here, so be on the alert there. So yeah, Dharma got threat there as I went in to get a... as I wanted to renew my Seal of Light. There we go, so I've renewed it. I did have Blessing of Protection on the finger at that point. I was ready to go with it. Didn't need to use it. But it's just... it was just very, very brief moment of danger there for Adama. So I got a holy shock off to get him back to 75% health. It's surprisingly how quick somebody can die in heroic, in hardcore, in classic. It can be one melee swing on with a crit, with a thrash, with a lowered defense, you know, crushing blow or something like that. So again, we can start drinking. I didn't actually need to drink then, sorry. Get a holy light off, top the tank all the way back up. And even dispel the pet. I might move that pet bar just a little bit closer. Because I keep forgetting, what's it doing? I keep forgetting the pet's there. I can't see it. So I could, you know, pet is the lower priority for healing for the most of the time, but sometimes, like, I wouldn't necessarily dispel the pet here unless everything else was safe. I don't want to waste the mana, and I don't want to prioritize my global cooldown onto a pet that can just be resummoned. These things are blooming annoying, by the way. Melee cannot be anywhere near these things. They pretty much gank you. So you see I'm doing a lot of flash of lights. It's the go-to spell for Holy Paladins. This is where the range come into their own. You can see the damage they do to melee. Nice. I have a swig of coffee. And I will also... Just going to drop a bit back here. Thought they're going to come on to me then. I don't know if these things have got any... They've got knockdowns, so you don't want to be too close to those guys. Kicks are the biggest issue. That's the reason why you don't want to be in melee too much. Like, I can dance in and out of melee to renew my Seal of Light is my only objective there. Get out of there, Mal. Drop a little hammer. And again, just stay out of melee range. Just let the range do their thing. And again, with these sludges, these ones don't necessarily do it. But you've got to be so careful of the ones that leave pools of shite around for you to fall into, to damage you. Just getting rid of some of these greys out of me inventory. Some lifeless stone can do one. Quite a long dungeon, so I don't want to get all filled up with junk. It's actually an upgrade. It's one of the very few pieces of gear that I haven't actually got a healing slot for. Hey Friel. Hey oh Mao. So yeah, obviously I've got strength and stamina in my current. As long as these don't kick, I'm all right. As my current bracer, which is not that great. As a healer, of course. So that was actually a legit upgrade for me there. And we'll give Mal his might and Lil's will is salvation. And then any mech, any second now, Adama's going to want his Blessing of Might back. Blessing of Wisdom back. Actually, I've got to remember to... Where's the petty pets? Remember to put my the Might buff on the pet as well. Right, I'm going to sit and drink for a second, whilst the range do their thing on the oozes. I'll have a little, IRL drink of coffee as well. Again, I can drop a hammer, slow him down a little bit. Yeah, nice Nova there, very nice Nova. Just to freeze everybody in place. What is the debuff they do? I'm just going to see if I take damage here. I don't know what it is, but there's something it does to melee. Just mullers them. Well, yeah, you can stun them, obviously. It's pretty good. Do you get some sort of debuff, or does it just straight up? Interesting. She's so scared to touch the bloody things. It's like they're going to one-shot me. Like those oozes in Naxxramas. I can't remember what the hell they're called, but yeah, that was fun times. Oh, I got a scumbag. I got some bloody mana pots out. That's class. Get in there. Ooh. Can't see a thing. These are the ones. These are the ones that leave like a sticky residue down. That's the best way to describe it when they die. That you don't want to stand in. And I've seen so many death clips of people just standing in the noxious cloud. Five of them? I'm gonna bomb you. Chuck a frag bomb in there. Got a message of somebody. Mm-hmm. 15 seconds. He's got some sort of AoE taunt, I guess, then. I dropped my bomb. Pew! Oh, they hit hard, man. Gosh. Very nice trap there by Mr. Hunter. This place is horrible, isn't it? This is horrible. Oh, I thought the mage had fallen then. Ooh. Wow, I got a very weird LOS then. It's this little crevice by there. Yeah, I guess it is kind of line of sight. Unless it's some mob shooting a fireball at you, then it can shoot through solid Unguro crater from one side to the other. When it's a healer, you get line of sighted by a bloody grape. Okay, this bit I'm not a huge fan of. It's, again, too much dispelling. I hate it. I want to just heal, man. Oh god. Oh. I may as well do a Dharma now as well. We know it's coming. may as well do a little doggy as well. Why are these so dangerous then? Thorn Volley. Entangling roots. I guess that's problematic for a tank. Nothing worse than being rooted on the spot. Oh, I'm going in exactly the same place the tank was about to go. That's annoying, isn't it? That's really annoying. Jesus. Oh. We're engaged, but I'll hold for a bit, and I'll pop out of the drink. One more tick. There we go. The interesting thing with this dungeon is there's lots of little things that are really annoying. We come to some like Stegosaurus things in a bit that spams silence, which is obviously great fun for a healer. Right, I'm gonna have to clear my bloody bags again. Slimmy Uka. Black truffle. I can go. I don't actually need that. Probably should have saved that for the next mob, to be honest. But it is what it is. You should get someone just died. Did I just try and trade that to somebody? Goblin shipbuilder. Oh, it's a load of people dying in oh dear, in dead mines. I'm going to drop in my light onto this one. There we go, and then I'm going to get back out of range, and I'm going to try and keep everybody topped up here. I have got a get out of jail here, in so much as I can bubble. If things get really bad, I could always bubble, and it would stop me getting those thorn knockdowns, but obviously I don't want to use my bubble where possible. So my best form of defense is to make sure everybody is fully healed up, and making sure that little things that I can do, like a seal of light onto the mob, means the melee are getting a little bit of health back from the melee swings. Just got that off before line of sight. So yeah, we're getting through the annoying bit, and then we get into the more annoying stuff. This dungeon, man. Not even getting much XP at the moment, because the mobs are still quite low level. But it is what it is. So again, we'll try and keep the tank nicely topped up. I might be out of range here of the thorns, you never know. I am. Wow. So you can actually... Right, okay, that's interesting. I can't dispel, but I'm not going to prioritise getting into range of the mobs to dispel a root. But that's interesting to know. So it's like a 30-yard range, I guess, on that? Mal, Lil's Wills, and myself. And this is the final one I need as well, then. Because I don't think I've got this one. Another chain lightning. Oh, shit. Ooshka. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay, why can't I pick up the... I can't carry any more of those. I can't carry it. Well, so I must already have that then. So what one am I missing? 5th, 2nd, 1st, 4th. I missed the 3rd. That's a good drop. That was an actually legit upgrade for me, by the way. Let's just put this out there. That was a 14 intellect upgrade. There was a spirit downgrade, but the next spell you cast costs 500 mana less. So another pseudo-free Holy Light there. So that was pretty good of me. To be fair, if that was more end game relevant, then it wouldn't be a pass. But nah, to be fair, I think greeding on that's pretty fair. If it was a big upgrade, I would have definitely needed, but it was quite a small upgrade. So, the way karma works in life... Oh god, I'm in the Rager's bloody thing. The way karma works in life now is I will get a big upgrade in this dungeon. And that upgrade will justify me not needing on that. I would have needed and equipped it straight away, by the way. It wouldn't have been an automatic need. Oh, you don't... Yeah. Get off. There we go. Right, that was risky. I thought I was out of range, and then they started coming back towards me a bit. I wonder what the range is on that Thorns. It's got to be 30 yards, would be my assumption. So, Robe of Insight. Oh. That's how karma works, isn't it? Let's go. We're going to get the biggest upgrade I can possibly get. Now, I don't actually know what's in the boss loot pools in here. So we shall see. Right, I'm going to quickly drop that on there and then get back out of range. I think this guy summons a load of little tiny little ads. So I'll have my frag bomb ready. If it does come, I can't remember. No, it didn't. Greed. It's not really that much of an upgrade. Bye. Oh. Gratsadama. We're getting some loot, boys. And we're going to pop some rebuffs. I may as well do it from here, even though it's not telling me what's what. We know what's to do here now, boys. Who let the dog out? Mal, 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 Mal. Who let the dog out? My dog is absolutely flat out beside me. Like, absolutely flat out. Like, he's... if only you could see him. Legs sprayed. Splayed, not sprayed. Head just tilted back with it wrapped around the radiator, like the pipe of the radiator. Balls hanging out from between his legs. Not a care in the world. Doo-doo. Is that the one that... Yeah, it is. I did it a bit too soon. But at least, like I say, we've got the seal of... the Judgment of Light from the Seal of Light on there. So everyone get a little bit of health back. I just realised, by the way, I've got the thumbnail for the YouTube video sorted. Oh, do you know what, Frill? What the heck? I have never seen that before. The frickin' hell are these things? I have literally never seen that. Oh, it's a quest. So we've got to do something here then, I guess, on these bloody things. I'll just follow the lead on this. I'll follow these guys. Down rank that flash of light. Dispel. Down rank the flash of light. Down rank flash of light. GG. Full rank flash of light. Things are dropping pretty fast, to be fair. Not really much I have to do. Obviously the dungeon incrementally gets more difficult. Especially when we get to the little, what are they called? Stegosaurus things that silence. They are dangerous. Like, you get silenced into a patrolling rock elemental thingy. It can be GG. Almost died there with my priest. I think Landry was 56, 55, and we'd completed the dungeon, and I can't remember what it was. Something somebody wanted to do. And as we were working our way back out of the dungeon, we came across 3 of the Stegosaurus, and was like, we'll kill them. And then the rock things come bounding around the corner. So yes, not the greatest minute and a half of trying to survive, constantly silenced with people taking loads of damage. It's pretty grim. So a lot of these flash of lights on the melee and the non-tank characters there will be down ranked, of course. Preserve a bit of mana. I will have a drink as everybody goes into combat here, and I will use a Divine Favour Holy Light to get the mana back off as said. Oh, we've got a mana potion. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Got 10 of those now. I haven't actually been using them though. I will trade them back to said characters if I remember after dungeon. Again, it's all whether I remember or not. So the Thorn Volley should be out of range there because I'm eating. let me get the food buff. Come on. Yes, we're fine. GG and good night. Oh, these maggots. I got a feeling these do a lot of damage as well. I just got a feeling. You know, It's always these sort of things that do something. Let's chuck a bomb at them. Yeah, I thought they might do a fair bit of damage. Jeez, look at all the debuffs. Come on. It's freaking annoying. Alright, let me get some mana back. Let's have a quick drink. Again, it's that premise of 75% mana or below, I start to panic. It's like... there we go. We're good to go. Velastem Vines. See, so many of these quests I've not even done. I'm so glad everyone else knows what the heck they are. What the heck is this thing? There must be something that denotes what they are, because they don't look any different to those. Oh, look at them. Little bloody pratty maggot things mullering me. Another near death I had on Landra actually whilst leveling him was in oh god, what's the freaking place called? Oh, almost pulled some more maggots. Zul'Farrak with the bloody what are they called? The little cockroach things. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm going to get ready to bubble here if these things stay on me too long. No, they were picked up by the AoE pretty quickly. The little cockroach things that aggro when one nearby aggroes, they all bloody aggro. Yeah, that was another near-death experience when a mage who needed the quest pulled one. The tank ran off to the zombie boss, and they pulled everything, every single scarab they ran past on the way. So we're at that boss, and the mage arrives with like 30 scarabs following him. The tank knew a reset spot, so jumped up on the reset spot. So me, as the noble healer trying to heal the mage, got all the threat. And somehow we survived. Somehow. But that was, again, as close as I've been. And touch wood, we haven't had to use a Petri or a flask of Petri or my Light of Balloon on any character yet. But that's the moments where I'm like, I might have to use it here. I might have to use it here. And everybody got their buffs? Oh no. They must have fallen. How have they fallen off other characters without falling off us? That's interesting. Again, we've got the Seal of Light on the mob there, which helps a little bit with the damage. It'll be. I tell you what, I'll show how much it is. Again, it's only minor, but you know, it does. You know, get a few ticks. Look. It all adds up, you know, there's 100 elf, 200 elf. Ugh, V, look at that. Somebody dinged. Don't know who that was, but grats. It might have been the pet. I wasn't paying attention. Hey, I got the Noxus Shackles when I get to AQ. Oh, have we got more of these bloody maggots to do? Oh, I hate these maggots. They're just annoying. Okay, whatever. I think it's my panic station setting in when all the AoE debuffs go out. It just starts to make me panic. Seeing stacks and stacks and stacks of debuffs like this, I'm like, nobody's in real danger. Look, there's like almost no health getting lost, but I'm like, oh my god, there's so many debuffs. People are going to die. Oh, here we go. Again, I don't recall seeing anything there that stood out to me at all. Like, what the hell did they see that I didn't see there that spawned that thing? I can even loot it. Back for a quest. Thank you very much. It's 10 past 2. We've been in here so far for about an hour and 20 minutes. Maybe a bit more than that even. What's a dungeon, eh? We've got about a bar of XP. Right, okay. Look, there's some sort of... There was something there, wasn't there, that denoted where this was then? There we go. So we've all got that quest now. I can't remember what that dropped, actually. What quest was that? Oh, is there another bit to this? We've got to fill it up at fill Corellian Vale, which... Oh, yeah, oh, this is the one with the ring. Okay, so we're not too shabby here. Okay, why is everybody standing here? I'm scared. Okay, we're jumping. Okay. Oh, another near-death experience. Login skip into Sunken Temple, as it was advised by somebody else. That person went to a totally different part of Sunken Temple that everybody else did. So that could have been any of us. They had to use their light of balloon. Crazy times, man. Good tank in that. Kiting them in a line so people know where the ooze pools are. Nice and clear, and I can walk in and get my loot. Oh, that was worth it, wasn't it? Heavy flint axe, 83 silver. Oh, just gonna heal from here for now. I thought that one was gonna patrol in, and then I went to run that way and almost pulled that one. So yeah, I'll just stay where I am as long as no patrols come. Oh my god! I looked to my right and there's those frickin' things. I did not see those. Are they actually patrolling as well? That they would have walked straight onto me. Ah, GG, Kev. So yeah, at this point here, I'm only just gonna... So everybody got a Judgment Light heal there. So it just goes to show it is quite useful. I mean, it's not very mana efficient, admittedly, that's the problem. I mean, it is and it isn't. On a long boss fight, it's hugely mana efficient because you can renew it just with a melee swing. But it's 200 mana, or 180 mana, plus your judgment of 80, so 260 mana to get it on the target. Gnomes drowning. So for a short fight, they're probably not worth it for the sake of, let's see how much healing it does. Like a couple hundred? Well, 0 in that instance. But for a longer fight, like Princess maybe, it might be worth doing it. She'll move slightly to the left. Okay, so Celebras, this is the quest thing, wasn't it? Something we've got to do with the questy. I could just be looking at the questy, couldn't I? Maraudon. So we've got to fill this up. Sorry, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. All my buffs have gone out of sync. I'm just going to buff everybody back in sync again. Because it's falling off everybody before... Oh, the rogue is out of range. So everybody should be getting the buff at the same time. I don't know how it got out of sync. And again, normally I'd just have that set so the melee have the same buff and it's easy to manage, but because there's two different buffs for the melees, I can't set an individual reminder. It'll only let you do one or the other. It'll keep trying to overwrite the other one, and you just get this like infinite loop of buffing. It's like, oh, they need Blessing of Might, and then it's, oh, they need Hand of Salvation. Oh, they need Blessing of Light, and you just can't get it to stop showing the debuff warning. Oh, right. Do we have to do anything to get them? Oh, follow me. I hope I was supposed to click that. Where am I filling this up then? Oh, it's already filled. No. Where the hell's the veil? The vial. We're probably still on this quest now, aren't we? And I'm just messing around and so I'll delete my... where is it? Give stick. Delicious cave mold. Oh. Gift stick. Oh, some pretty lights. Oh, we've actually, you can see right at the top of here. That's pretty cool. It makes it feel less claustrophobic. How the hell do you... What am I doing here? What am I supposed to be doing? Fill the orange crystal pool in Maraudon. I didn't do it, did I? I think that was at the start of the dungeon. Banana bread is done. Let's go. Oh, it's for this quest. Ah, yes, yes. Sorry, I've got that on Landro. I'm with you. So we can just pull to do princess runs thereafter, yeah. No, I didn't fill up my orange veil at the top, I don't think. That's my fault. I'll go back and do it another time. I was looking at my bags to see what it was I was supposed to click. I was like, oh god, look at these bags as well. I need to sort all this shit out. Got the mallet here, I got to go and finish that. I got some random feather Halloween ones. You know, it's amazing how much your bags just fill up with crap. We'll take a tink of that. Thank you very much, greatly appreciated. And I shall leave a dink for somebody else. No, I won't, because it's despawned. That was the final dink. Hoip. Don't land on anything hard. Don't land on anything hard. Phew. Can't see a bloody thing. Look at that. All I could see was the back end of the waterfall. Okay, so this area of the dungeon I'm a bit more familiar with. I don't very often do that starter bit. We normally do princess runs and just like hop on straight on down. But I kind of roughly know what to do from here on in. You'll be delighted to know. Or maybe not so if you wanted to see a death. Because obviously a lot of these streamers want content, that's what they're all about. Not me, I'm on about the joy. I was listening to, ironically, a group of streamers that were talking about the upcoming OnlyFans return, and they were saying, we need to get rid of flaccid petrification, get rid of it, you know, it's not needed. And you just think, it's all very well and good for you guys that, you know, have infinite time to be able to play this game, to die to just a random griefer or a random person in the dungeon that just makes a mistake. I don't want to do that. I think, like, I kind of want that option of having a chance to survive when somebody else messes up. But of course for them it's content, isn't it? Death is content. They want to see death. So that is what gets them content. Nobody wants to see it. Oh, streamer got 0 to 60 on their mage. GG. They want to see streamer died at 57 in Felwood because somebody accidentally pulled and they got social aggro, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, these things are a pain in the proverbial. That's all I'll say. So I stay at max range here. That's my plan. And if anything, I will prioritize my dispels on the tank here because they need to be able to do their spells. If it's free, I'll get it on the Rog so he can have Vanish if he needs it. I will leave the pet be though, I'm sorry, Frill. But yeah, my premise is to stay max range and to watch out for any patrols and try and mark them up if I can. It's mostly going to be the marauding rock patrols that are the problem. It's quite hard to pick them up, especially if you're silenced as a tank. Right, let's get some mana back. Your mana is low. Please drink. And we are good to go. Yeah. Notoriously problematic. Yeah, I'm happy with the goblin, yeah. Whoa, 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 don't bring him onto us. Don't bring him onto us. Ah, flip. Yeah, so I preemptively bubbled there in case I got silenced, because if I get a 10-second silence, it's not good enough. So yeah, wasted my bubble. Yeah, something as simple as that. Look, you can see what's coming in now. The rock patrol. That's the sort of thing that kills people. If that silence gets off, the rock patrol comes in. It's such a simple thing, isn't it? You're like, oh, we're fine, we're fine. And before you know it, it's like, okay, we're all dead. This mage is playing with fire here. I like the damage, but the threat management's got to be like much more prevalent. Because what will happen is that can be a one shot. I lost the mage in a group I was in actually recently to a threat on Eternatus. Is that the dragon at the end of Sunken Temple? It was a 0. So they got threat 0.46 seconds. They took 1 damage hit at 0.06 seconds from gaining threat, and were dead. So yeah, as you get later on and you start progressing through dungeons, the threat management is so massive. And when especially with, I think this mage is a fire mage. I might be wrong here. Yeah, I thought so. For fire mage, they get so much threat like you would not believe. Like 1 mistimed crit. Well, not even mistimed. They can't really control it, but 1 crit can just give insta threat. Crazy. Oh, the diamond flask trick. Is that what you switched to? Switch to healing gear. Oh my word! If you switch to healing gear, use your diamond flask, and then switch back to plate gear, you get like a massive buff on the diamond flask. The star ruby. I definitely think these packs are probably the most problematic in this dungeon for a lot of respects. Right, buffs are about to renew. I'll do them all together again just so we're all in sync. At least we're starting to get some good XP now. That's the good thing. XP is flying. We're hitting 54 by the time we do Princess. If I do DPS for Zul'Farrak, Billy Wonka. I haven't got the time, unfortunately, because I've got to do the school run after this. Can't reach the Rog at the moment. Ah, they got a Skinner. I like that noise. It's nothing more satisfying than the sound a Skinner makes. Skinning a Stegosaurus. Oh, did I just get threat? No. I thought I got threat off my bomb then. Okay. Pretty sure there's a pack that patrols this route. We may have already had them though, I can't remember. I'll keep half an eye though. Oh, there it is. So Steve, the old banana bread. I'm assuming you're going to be bringing some to Friday Night Magic tomorrow. I got to say, Amy's favourite's banana bread as well. Just saying, mate, just saying. If you want to be Amy's favourite tomorrow. Bit of banana bread. Right, can I clear any junk out of my bags? What we got here? Smooth stone, that can go. Fine stone can also go. Lifeless stone can also go. And we'll get some healing off. So bubble's already back off cooldown. That's good to know. And I got my Hand of Protection. I'm going to keep that off cooldown now until Princess, just in case. Just in case. If I see Princess running across to the Mage, for example, it's a preemptive Blessing of Protection because the Thrash can literally just one-shot Cloth Wearer. Ain't happening on my watch. It's not happening on my watch. Again, anyway. I'm just going to keep half an eye out on patrols. I don't think there's any more, but we'll do a Holy Light, Divine Favour. Max rank. And get this. There we go. Really smoothly done. Patiently wait in turn for a little hammer on the mine. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Oh, there's another. Prioritize the mine, of course, over my tank. GG healer. Don't worry, I've got... Okay, so I should clarify, I have got a swiftness potion. And that is my thought process there. I'm watching where, and I'm like, I can get there with a swiftness potion if needs be. Lay on hands is there as well. Can't, you know, don't panic, Kev. Okay, so these bloody things. Is there 4 of them down here? There are. Their pathing is like super odd there. That's because there's like little cleft in the... Okay, there is a patrol coming up around the back here. Just in case it's not been spotted. I don't know if I'm pointing in the right direction. Sorry, Mal, it's the other way, mate. I was pinging the wrong area. It's just coming up here. my orientation got all out for the pinging. Didn't know a north from a south. So how do you stress your tank out in a dungeon? Oh yeah, I have, Mal. I've been saying how amazing your two-hander is. I haven't actually mentioned that yet. It is actually, it's very nicely, what's the word? Is it an enchant that makes it glow pretty like that? What enchant you got on there? Oh no, you got, Scar, you got a big boy weapon. I did not realise that. I just thought you'd enchanted it. When you pick up the boys, do you want to come to mine and have some cake? Oh, Steve, you bloody legend. They would love that, mate. Oh, where am I going? I almost went into combat then. Thank you, bro. Again, I'll get some dispels on Mr. Rog. I don't want him to feel like his vanish is not an option. A couple of down ranked heals, and then I'll sit and have a... I'll pop the kettle on. Uh-oh. What's he going to give me? Oh, thank you. That's greatly appreciated. Dispels stress me, though, I'm not going to lie. They do stress me. It's just seeing dispels everywhere is the most stressful thing ever. But I definitely think a lot of... oh, fair. A lot of the issues I find with... Oh, that's nice. Ushka. That is nice. Wow. That's really nice. Does the mage need that? Because if the mage needs it, no, nobody else needs that. I would love that. Wow. Thank you very much. That crit is massive. Oh, yeah, boy. So now, I'm going to have to level up my swords. So what I've got at the moment is good, admittedly. It's 50, basically, I'm trading 15 healing power and 8 spirit, which is very inconsequential, for 1% crit. And of course, the crit is huge regen for me, because every spell that crits it refunds the mana. So that's really nice. I'm happy with that. But I won't equip it yet. Reason being is I don't have one-handed swords leveled up, which would mean I'd be missing when I'm trying to apply my Seal of Light, so I'll give that a miss. I'll use it afterwards. Right, let's get... How are we looking for buffs? 2 minutes. Okay, we can get one more pack out of the way before we need to buff. The online shop has just had a successful sale. So for those of you that don't know, I know there's a couple of people here that in the group, I think. So the reason we stream, so I've got a couple of shops in Mid Wales, and one of them is a gaming shop. And during lockdowns, we started our streaming schedule on KDM Collectibles, and over time we've grown up a bit of a following. We normally stream in the evenings. So they're quite quiet, and we hadn't streamed for a little while whilst we sort out some in-store event stuff, but we'll also get a third venue in the area, which will be up and running very soon. And that was nice. Like, the only person that took damage there was Mal. So does Boulder only hit in front, does it then? Because why is no one else taking any damage off Boulder? I thought it hit all melee. Could be wrong. Or say all melee, all people around the person that's getting bouldered. Barda. Right, have I got any food buffs I can have? No, I haven't. Slacking a bit, actually. I need to get Troll's Blood, Troll Maze, the MP5. That'd make a big difference. What's my crit rating at the moment? How do you see crit? Do you see on your intellect? No. LOS again there from the stupid like ledge just by here. It's amazing how that can catch you off guard, by the way, if you get that at the wrong time. It's like if you let him get to half health, and then I'll drop a holy light, and then you're suddenly like, wait a minute, I'm line of sighted, flip. Let's shoot back up there. So yeah, going back to what we do with KDM Collectibles, it's an online shop. We've got 2 bricks and mortar shops, soon to be 3. We've got a fairly successful online shop, so that's the KDM. That's where KDM Collectibles comes from. And Grats Thrill, and we do a lot of social gaming. Is our main premise. So board game club, Magic the Gathering, Games Workshop. We sit and play consoles together. And during lockdown, we played Warcraft together. A lot of us, and the social scene's carried on through World of Warcraft. And is just just carried on right the way through. And I've certainly become absolutely thoroughly engrossed by the hardcore version of Warcraft Classic. Especially healing. I've always been a healer in retail. That's always something I've liked to do. So I'll drop that on, use my bag. Another chain light. 3 chain lightnings in the row. What are the odds? think there's a rumble effect in a minute. We might not even get to it, the DPS is so high. Yeah, we didn't even get the rumble effect. Oh my word, this loot, bro. So we're fully AQ ready now. Every bit of nature resist gears drop that possibly could. Gratzodama. Plate Mage Ink. Oh, it's bloody horrible, that, isn't it? So what's the DPS looking like? Ushka, very good DPS. Everybody 300 or above DPS on that boss. What about overall? This is where it's gonna be Rogue, Mage, Hunter. Ooh, sorry, Hunter, I gave you disrespect there. You're right up there, fair play. Blade Flurry, yeah? That's only 8% Blade Flurry, to be fair. Blade Flurry is bloody massive. I did a Scarlet Monastery run a couple of days back, and Blade Flurry was just bonkers. Blade Flurry into Adrenaline Rush on the final boss. I did 70% of the damage in the dungeon, in the fight. It was yeah, pretty crazy. Oh, the rock patrol's incoming. May as well start drinking. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. These little shardlings are a real pain in the... Give Mal his and Lil Zwee his buff, wherever he is. Oh, he's too far at range. It's the one thing with Paladin. I love Paladin. Fun class to play, quite linear as a healer, but my god, the 5-minute buff is annoying. I take for granted the 30-minute on my priest. So priest has it the other way. So when you buff with Landro, it's 30 minutes. It uses your whole mana pool. It's like, oh, bro, when you buff, like, I've got 4 buffs I need to put out. So Prayer of Shadow gives 20-minute shadow protection. Have to drink. Then Prayer of Spirit gives everybody spirit buff. Then I have to drink. Then Prayer of Fortitude, and then I have to drink, and then I have to start chucking out like Shadow Word. No, what's it called? Shadow Wards, Fear Wards. That's the one. I just constantly It's the other way around with Paladin. You have plenty of mana to buff. They're not that mana intensive. It's just 5 minutes. It's like, bro. Okay, there's one more rock patrol that go between these two next sets of primordial behemoths. That's the only thing to watch out for now. Gonna get a divine favor into a holy light. And it just patrols between... Wow. That's a good one for the mage if the mage is going the AoE farming route. Yeah, it just patrols between there and there. Oh, just press my weak auras and that gave me loads of lag. I'm sure they know. I don't need to. I think Mal's done this before. Oh, we got a mithril deposit down here somewhere. I always think these mobs should knock back. Oh god. I mean, they shouldn't, but you always think they could knock back. Is that what I was trying to say? Not they should not knock back. Like when they do the boulder, you think that should be a knockback. But I ain't grumbling. I'd rather he didn't knock back, of course. Right, so we've got a 2-hour YouTube video now to upload. And most of it is just me talking absolute trash. No content, no talking about what things are doing. I'm just saying what we should have in the game. So I hope you've got a really good insight into Paladin healers during this dungeon adventure. It's been quite a smooth dungeon so far, I will say. Touch wood. Everybody's playing their class really well. And I'm just going to sat here. Yeah, it's odd that, isn't it? There's normally one. Maybe it come a bit further up and we got it up the top there. Ah, okay. There we go then. That's good. I remember last time I was here, they were... Yeah, we did get very lucky with their movement, didn't we? They came at pretty much the right time all the way through there. I remember last time I was here, it came just as we started pulling the previous pack. And they just came into view. I'm like, oh, great. So what are we getting from this boss then? We're getting the ring, we're getting the legendary dagger, we're getting all kinds of stuff. The best loot drops ever. And we're going to ding level 34 as well. You know what, that's fine, I hadn't even noticed. You're not taking that much damage. I'm going to rebuff real quick, because mine's wearing off, so I'm assuming everybody else is getting close. I'm not gonna lie, if I'm bubbling if she comes at me. Could I have the intellect buff, please? That, I think it's like 320 or 220 buff is very tasty. Where is it? Oh, there. I couldn't see her because no word of a lie, that cloak. It's like a camo cloak. I was like, oh, there she is. Appreciated. Thank you very much. Right then. Good luck, everybody. I will try my best. I've got Blessing of Protection ready if things get a bit messy. And I will bubble myself, obviously. Oh, nice. Got the pet taunt. I love that. Better keep the pet alive. Love that a lot. Well done, Mal. Yay, that's smooth. That's smooth. That's good tanking. That's good hunter play. Oh, you little monkey. So Amber's getting the threat. Try and keep him up. Try and keep him up. Adama, Adama, Adama. I gave him Blessing of Protection just to be safe. I didn't think she was going to get there, but just to be safe. GG, everyone. That's huge. I mean, that is huge. I would very much like that mace for off-spec if it's available. I mean, it's pretty shit loot, though, isn't it? Yikes. Oh well, on the plus side, it was a fantastic run. Thank you very much, everyone. Enjoyed that a lot. Make sure no one's needed on that. Greed, greed, greed. Greed, yeah, I will. I think I'll have that. Let's just see what we... So it wounds the target and lowers their armor. What's... Oh, it's in my bank. I'm pretty sure that's an upgrade. Fairly confident that's an upgrade. I think it was 163 damage on the other one. So yeah, I will need that. So are we calling it there, or are we going to do the water boss? Oh. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to frickin' die here, so I'm going to bubble as I land. Just in case. Just in case. I didn't know where I was jumping there. What was that word? Keys. Hey, we leveled. That was a yeah, a lovely and smooth run. Oh, actually, I better loot the croc just in case there's something of interest in there. Motherfucker, pointy crockless tooth. Oh, thank you, Adama. I actually halved though. Right. And that is where we will end the stream. It was a pretty long stream, surprisingly, over 2 hours. We got a big bit of footage from Maraudon. And thank you for everybody that was part of the run. And hopefully those that watch this on YouTube enjoyed the content. There'll be plenty more dungeons incoming. Thank you, Mal Plays Again, part of the Gaming Hub. Thank you very much. And I'm assuming that was you as the tank. Very good tanking, appreciated. I will catch you all very soon. Oh, how was my tanking? First time chat message. Very good. Yeah, can't fault it at all, mate. Took very little damage. I forgot you're in two-hander. And like a good indicator is you took 76% of the damage. Most of this damage would probably be AoE damage or cleave type damage. So tank taking most of the damage is a good thing. That was very good. Hey, thank you, Frill. Thanks for joining us, mate, and thank you for the run. Really appreciated it. I will, yeah, I'm going to log now and very quickly do the school run, but I'll catch all you guys in guild very soon. Ciao.